Hi, I'm traveling to Chandigarh today for a client visit. In fact, I had a meeting for his business review. And on my way to Chandigarh, which I must have done over 100 times, I stopped by at this restaurant, Haveli. Before we get on with this video once again, a quick disclaimer. I have no personal or professional interest in anything or anyone that you see in this video. No one has sponsored this video for me or this trip. It is just a random visit, and my sole objective of this video is to see what I can learn out of the business model, the strategy and the marketing side, and share my learnings with you. Please do subscribe to my video in case you are interested in your own business growth out of the learnings that you receive from other business models and businesses. Let's continue. While visiting this place, one thing that intrigues me is that decades ago, this used to be a small sleepy town, Murthal, and now so many restaurants and 5-star level properties have come up here. The question arises is, why do families come here? The families come here because of all the facilities, the attractions, the swings, the fountains and other facilities. All these attractions which this property has developed, it's a major pull for kids and their families. And you will see that kids become the decision maker here, because ultimately through these selfie points, the photographs, the fountains and other swings and play areas, the kids get a recall and then they push their parents to take them to such a location. And once the family visits, obviously the money will be spent by the family, revenue will be generated by the facilities. That's a wonderful thought.
So actually I've come here before. Actually I came on a college trip. तो हमारा जो बस ड्राइवर था उसने यहाँ बस रोकी. तो जब मैं अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ इधर आया था तो the interior was very nice, the quality of the food was very nice and the quantity was also very nice. तो उस टाइम मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था. So it's my second time around and this time I've come with my parents. So it's a very nice place.
While traveling, ladies have always been facing this problem of clean and hygienic washrooms. And facilities like this have been taken care of by places like Haveli and Amrik Dhaba, which makes them ideal place for the upscale ladies and the families. Even if you look at the parking space of this restaurant, you'll realize that these guys have a TG, the target group of upper middle class and upper class. The cars give you a clear indication as to what kind of target group they have. Right from Maruti to Alto to Fortuner. And one of the major target groups which I see here is the tourists.
I was traveling from Delhi to Chandigarh. My driver forced me and recommended this Haveli restaurant, and it's really good.
So when I spoke to the manager of Amrik Dhaba many years ago, about 15 years back, it was very clear as to what their target consumer is. They were targeting the drivers of cabs and the buses. So their strategy was they used to pay about 40 rupees to each of the driver who was registered with them to drive in their travelers or guests into that dhaba, and about 18 or 20 rupees, if I remember correctly, to any random driver who can just come in, claim and register his name. And all these drivers, they used to very clearly say, and I remember, मुझे ही मेरे ड्राइवर ने कहा था कि सर इस जगह पर खाना खाओ, बहुत टॉप क्लास खाना है, नई जगह आई है, बहुत बढ़िया खाना है. And on the recommendation of the driver, I actually walked in or drove in along with the driver. So later on, I realized as to what motivated the driver to drive me in and have a strong recommendation of that place. But now I see that similarly, once Amrik Dhaba has developed, a lot of other places like this Haveli has also kind of developed. And I was reviewing the number plates. If you look at all the number plates of the cars here, most of them are from Himachal Pradesh or Punjab. So it means still the tourists are driving in while traveling from Delhi airport towards Punjab or towards Himachal Pradesh. And that's a wonderful innovative market strategy. And 15 years back, let me tell you, it was a disruptive thought process. None of the eateries or the eating joints or dhabas around Murthal had this point of view. I will also show you how they utilize the QSR facility. In case you don't want to sit in the restaurant, all the brand names are available even in their QSR. You want to have a quick grub, have it and you can move on. And coupled with the interiors and the environment, very serene, cool, calm, and gives you a very royal feeling with all these murals here, the paintings, the designs that they have created. Very impressive. The menu card is very smartly designed. Typical copybook with everything written in pencil. The folk designs are mentioned, the folk poems are mentioned, and some typical lingo which is used in the rural part of northern India. So they have made a very serious attempt to justify their positioning, which is 5-star dhaba.
So I'm going home right now from the Delhi airport, and our bus has just taken a pit stop over here, and I really actually like this place. It's really cute, the decor is really nice, and they have some international food chains as well, so you can eat Indian or international food, whichever you may like.
I'm amazed to see their marketing strategy in terms of the diversification that they have done. Apart from this 5-star restaurant that they have created, even the upscale customers and the tourists can buy these handicraft equipments the wooden equipment, the small toys. You don't get even these across markets in Delhi. I have seen you don't get these things easily. Another thing that I would like to share with you is the easy availability of the foreign brands. Look at this, these salted chips, Prime. And they're all foreign brands, international brands, and you will not find them even in Delhi or Chandigarh. Easily, see, you'll have to spend quite a lot of money. These are all brands which are available in India, but they are all international variants. And it is amazing to see all these brands, Prime, Fanta, Monster, and their international variants to be available at a so-called dhaba. But all this is to ensure that customers walk in and they get diversity of experience. I'm sure you enjoyed watching the video. What are the key learnings that we picked up? First, idea in itself is disruptive. The old school idea is open your business or retail shop where your TG is and pull them in. And the disruptive idea is they have opened their shop or establishment far away from their TG and they're targeting specifically families, travelers, tourists, which are upper segment or high end. Second, their positioning. They have positioned themselves as a 5-star dhaba. So they have not let go of the concept of dhaba, but it is 5-star. Means all the facilities of any typical 5-star property. That's what you can expect before you walk in. And in this 5-star dhaba, family experience is the priority. Number 3, they have made a conscious effort to shift the family's decision-making orientation. Years ago, while the family head, which is typically a man, used to decide as to where the family will go to have its meal. But now, with the facilities like safe, secure and hygienic washroom, the selfie points, the photographs, the swings, the fountains, that the decision making has shifted to the woman of the house. And now, even kids are driving the decision to enter the property. The marketing strategy is very innovative and disruptive once again. They have identified their end customer as the driver. So they incentivize driver to bring in people, and drivers typically pass through that area at least once in a day or sometimes twice in a day. So a lot of travelers, tourists, they walk in. Also creates an international name for such joints or 5-star dhabas, so to say. Fifth, the diversity of experience. They have created showrooms, QSR facilities, the open sitting areas that they have created. Now that winters are hitting us, next 6 months, people would prefer to spend time in the open areas. They can sit outside and dine there. So they give you a diversity of experience. Anything else that you might have observed, please do mention in the comment section. For one-on-one discussion, you can write to me on my mail ID which is mentioned in the description. Keep learning, keep growing.